Just when you think it's bleak and all hope is lost, all hope is lost. The Road, released in 2009 and is directed by John Hillcoat, who is also behind such films like To Have and to Hold, The Proposition, Lawless, and 999. And this film is starring Viggo Mortensen, Cody Smit-McPhee, and Charlize Theron. And the reason why we're talking about The Road today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a big contributor and supporter of this channel, Jacob Shipley. Thank you so much for this recommendation. I know you sent it in a couple of months ago, but I've just been so booked on this channel, just with all the people who are reaching out and sending me their recommendations and showing me support on PayPal, which I am eternally grateful for, but that's why it's taken a little bit to get to your recommendation. I truly appreciate it, and this is a movie that I have definitely been wanting to watch. I've just never gotten around to seeing it before. But thank God I did, because like I was saying, it is a very bleak film for the majority of the time, and even the resolution, even though it is hopeful, it still has a sense of bleakness to it. But it is a hopeful ending, and it was quite the journey just watching this film unfold as they walk down the road. See what I did? Journey, road. It's like a Bilbo Baggins adventure all over again. So thank you very much, Jacob, for the recommendation. If anyone else out there also wants to be like Jacob and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation. And if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out just like what I did with Jacob here. In the not so distant future, the Earth becomes basically fucked up after several different earthquakes, fires that have burnt down entire woods and forests over all 50 states, at least here in America, and food sources are running scarce to where everyone is eventually turning to cannibalism to survive. But not our two lead characters of this story, simply known as Man and Boy, who are journeying their way to the coast in hope of finding salvation while trying to find food and avoid capture along the way. Yeah, this movie is not fun. It is not a fun watch, but it doesn't have to be, as long as it has just a compelling story and compelling characters, which this film absolutely does. Viggo Mortensen is one of those actors that I don't think gets the credit that he absolutely deserves. He is a very vulnerable actor. He's always able to convey vulnerability in any role that he has been in any film that he's been in. He's never presented himself as this machismo, like 80s action star hero who's the one man who can do the thing to stop the thing to save the thing. He's always approached his characters from a simplistic standpoint, but also a very vulnerable and very emotional standpoint. And that's who this character is. I mean, he's slowly dying throughout this film. He has internal bleeding. I mean, probably everyone on the planet. They never explain exactly what happens or why it happens, just happens. And there's just so much dust and toxins in the air that you're just slowly breathing it in because you have to breathe in order to survive, but the thing that you're breathing in is also slowly killing you over time. So, like I said, it's a very bleak film. But I think Viggo Mortensen is excellent, and I think Cody Smit-McPhee, at first, just because it's a child actor in a dramatic film like this, initially just annoyed me, but as the film goes along and you see his journey and you see his maturing to the situation and the realization to what is going on here, I think he is quite excellent, and he and Viggo Mortensen play off well with each other. You can definitely have a sense of this is a father-son duo here. And I'm not sure if being so young in this film and being put in these situations that his character was in, if he fully grasped the weight and the darkness of those moments. There are moments in here where the man thinks that they are both going to be captured by cannibals and they're going to be slowly sawed off and eaten over time, and doesn't want to do that, so he always has bullets in his gun, and if he thinks like there's no way out, there's no capture, might as well just shoot ourselves so that we don't have to endure the pain. There are several moments in here where we think that's going to happen, and Man just pulls up his boy, puts him up against the wall, and just holds the gun smack dab in the middle of his forehead. Like, how do you recover from that psychologically as a character? Like I said, This film is very bleak, and I love the aesthetic of this film. Like, you feel the dirt, you feel the grime, you feel through the movie screen that these people haven't showered in probably months. Face is all dirty, their hair is greasy and slimy, their beard is just so long and unkept, and they're so skinny. The dirt under the fingernails, the clothing that they're wearing always seems moist and just ugh. I've been saying throughout this entire review it's a very bleak film, and that may turn off a lot of people to watching this movie, but I think that's what makes the ending of this film and the journey of this film going down this road that much more impactful, because they could have just pulled the trigger at any point in this movie, but they don't. They carry on, they persevere, and yes, even when things get terrible once we get to the end of this film, there's still that sense of hope. And I'm a sucker for a good hope story. If you have a story that allows me to believe that even in the darkest times that there is a light shining through, it could be faint, it could be blinking, it could be very far away, but at least there is a light, at least there is hope. If you present a story like that to me, I'm usually a sucker for it, and I go along with it, and I find it very impactful. Jacob, thank you very much for recommending this movie to me so I can finally get to watch it. I know I've owned it for several years, and it just sat on my shelf, just like majority of the films that I have. Purchase them, put them on the shelf, and then I don't watch them until I get around to them onto this channel, either by recommendation or by a random generator when I'm filling out my schedule for this YouTube channel. So thank you very much. I'm going to give The Road 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I like it a lot.
So guys, if you've seen The Road, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button to make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.